Hey, girl.
Hello, darling.
Come on with the fur wrap.
I mean, just come on.
Yeah. I mean,
Really, just come on.
came on here with the whole fur wrap, honey.
Well, I just had to give the girls a little piece of a little piece.
Okay, and show them winter fashion, honey. We ain't
Period.
even.
Because I was
Is it
just feeling
technically
like this
winter
today. I
yet?
was just feeling like this.
I think, is it technically winter yet or
Girl, like,
don't matter?
baby, like Pimp C said, ain't no weather in the TV. So please.
Not see, we quoting the legend today.
R.I.P. to Pimp.
Okay, well, y'all, we are back, honey. It is Girl Please, episode 22. I'm
Period.
your fave brand strategist, cultivating all things events and experiences and culture, baby. You can't forget about that, Deja. And this is my lovely co-host.
Yes, she is, and yes, I am, and I am Tiara, your resident personal stylist,
Oh,
stylingist,
absolutely. Stop.
stylingist, because I'm a
Okay.
stylist,
Okay.
helping you get like me, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And
And
we
by the way, I have an announcement, you guys.
oh,
If you just click on the link in the D box, you can actually get on my newsletter's wait list soon
yes.
to come, but you also get a little gift. Because
Oh,
I've been talking to the girls. I've been talking to the girls, and they've been trying to figure out, I really want to revamp my closet. I really want to work with you. I'm so excited. And we start getting into the things, but they just want to understand what their shopping budget is. And so
mm.
I'm helping you. I created a calculator. I created
Okay.
a calculator based on what your needs are stylistically. You know what
Come
I'm
on.
saying? Go ahead and get
I'm
a
going.
little calculator and figure out what your budget need to be for the 2025, because we're getting it together
Getting
in
it
the
together.
2025.
We're getting everything together, okay? And y'all hit up TT, okay? Because she will get you together. Absolutely. Well, friend, honey, like I said, we back. It's episode 22. If
It
y'all
is.
haven't watched episode 21, sorry to that man because you missed out
Yeah.
on a good episode,
Yeah. But
okay?
the girls are catching up. I'm seeing y'all tuning in. They're
We
watching
see y'all.
21. They're watching episode 20. Y'all just go on back.
Yes,
Just
and make
binge
sure
it.
that you like, subscribe, follow, and comment. Even
Yes.
if you have something to say that's opposing to us, we welcome those comments. Okay.
We welcome the engagement. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
For go. So, friend, let's just get into it. Okay.
Mhm.
So, Art Basel just happened in
It
Miami.
did. And shout out
Yes.
to you for knowing how to pronounce that.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh.
Well, she's an art girl too. She's a
Mhm.
fashion girl, but she's an art girl too. Love it.
Period.
And
Don't you
so
say the glasses?
okay, listen.
Okay.
So Art Basel happened, y'all, and it is a time for folks in the art world and beyond. A lot of fashion
Yes.
folks obviously partake in it as well, and they
Yes.
travel down to Miami. But also, Art Basel takes place in other places
Like
in
Basel,
the country.
Switzerland.
Yes, Switzerland, London, Paris,
Mm-hmm.
all these places,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's in Miami. It's always a vibe, always a time. I'm so sad I missed it this year, but she will be
Oh,
there next year.
period.
But just want to take a moment because they had a lot of activations
I
this year,
saw that.
a
I
lot
saw
of
that.
brand trips.
Mm-hmm.
And we, wouldn't be y'all girls with all things culture if we didn't tell y'all what was going on at the
Go
Basel.
ahead and break it down for them. Just tell them a little bit about what happened.
Yes. So some of the brand trips and just activations that stuck out to me were Modern Blk Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Um, actually took a group of influencers and tastemakers and folks from
Okay.
different brands
Yeah.
in collaboration with a few folks in different brands to
Mm-hmm.
Basel. They
Yeah.
chartered this plane. It was
Okay.
a whole thing. I was like, come on, Black luxury, Black
Yeah.
excellence.
And tell the girls what Modern Blk Girl is.
So Modern Blk Girl actually started in 2020 during
Mm-hmm.
COVID as by Tiffany James, and
Okay.
she basically created this platform for Black women, entrepreneurs, professionals,
Mm-hmm.
etc., to
Mm-hmm.
become more financially savvy. And so she
Mm-hmm.
was teaching folks how to save and all the things. I've been following her since then
Okay.
and the platform, and I absolutely love that. And
Okay.
so now she's just exploded.
Yeah.
And so she curated this trip alongside, and let me put my notes out so I can have all
Go
the
ahead and
people.
get your notes, girl. You know I love
Okay,
a good
because it was
note.
a few folks. So she had this, she curated this trip called When We Fly, which I love.
Oh,
And it was in partnership with Lobos,
okay.
Morgan Stanley, Lamborghini, Nyx, and Art.
Lobo's the
the
beverage.
yes,
Okay.
the liquor brand.
Okay. It's
And
liquor.
okay,
Mhm.
and Armand de Bernac, and
Okay. So that
um
was fancy.
yes, it was very, very nice. I had a few friends that actually went
Mhm.
on the trip, and
Mhm.
they loved it and they had a great time. And I'm not
Okay.
sure where they boarded the plane. Maybe
Okay.
it was New York, but they took them
Okay.
a cute little trip down to Miami, and
Okay.
yeah, and they had like other events and activations while they were there. I
Yeah.
love that because again, this is a black woman that started something in the pandemic, and it
Period.
just started off as a way to educate
Mhm.
black women and
Mhm.
just folks in general, because
Yes.
just like Girl Please, it's not just for girls.
Oh,
It's
it's for
for all
everybody.
of us.
It's for
And
everybody.
so, and now to see it explode and expand, I absolutely love that. And also just having these big brand partnerships, as a
Yeah.
smaller entity is just amazing within
Mhm.
itself as well. So shout out to her and
Shout
shout
out
out
to
to
her.
them. And that
And
was
shout
just
out to the black girls getting the check cut.
okay. Cause cut the black girls a check
It's always and forever
all
cut the
day,
black
every day.
girls a check, showing you how to get your check cut, helping
Okay.
other people get their check cut.
Okay.
Yeah, we love
And
that.
I love that. And then so there was a couple of activations and brand
Okay.
trips, like I said.
Tell
So
us about that.
Cartier was another brand that took a few folks, saw some people with them, lovely, lovely events all throughout the week.
Okay.
LVMH popped up with their Couture House. And you see,
Yeah.
at a lot of events, you see these houses kind of pop
Mhm.
up. Even at my
Yeah.
job, we have in house that's like our always on programming.
Yeah.
And so LVMH also did this, but I loved it because they brought together folks within sports and
Yeah.
art and fashion. And Simone Biles was even there for a conversation. And
I mean,
it was just amazing. And one of the founders that I work with from Nomad Swim, Taylor
yes.
Long,
Shout
we
out
talk about
Taylor,
her often.
friend of
She
the show.
Guest friend of the show. She was invited to one of the sessions. And so she met a lot of great folks on the ground. And she
Mhm.
just gave us a little intel that it was just fabulous, honey. She told me that she
Okay.
just loved the LVMH Couture House. So LVMH,
I mean, that sounds fun, right? Like LVMH,
I'm
we'll
gonna
be
I'm gonna
we'll be
need
on
my
the lookout for
invitation
our
next time
invitations
too.
next year. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, so it was a lot of things that happened. Poochie had installation within the botanical garden.
Okay.
Sol de Janeiro also did an
The
activation.
body care.
The body care. So that just shows y'all, right?
Mhm.
Like there's folks that are, fashion brands, beauty brands, celebs,
Yeah.
artists, all convene during
Athletes.
Basel,
Mhm.
athletes. And so it's just a lovely time for people to just gather. It's almost like a meeting of the minds of sorts. And I love that.
Yeah, and this is where we love to see the intersection of entertainment, right? Like we just don't get rid of the creative part. That's really
Absolutely.
what people need. The story. That sounds fun to go and get a little Sol de Janeiro and see Simone
Right.
Biles talk about something and
Right.
buy a little Gucci.
Yes, and those are the kind of experiences personally that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you go for work, it doesn't necessarily feel like work
Yeah. But
because
those are the fun parts of work when
exactly,
you
and that's
work
the fun
in the
parts
space.
of
Yeah.
work. And so I love that. And even my friends, we talk about Paige Cherie on this show as well. One of my friends,
Okay.
YouTube host, personality, all the things.
Yes, yes, friend
She
of the
was
show.
there with Janelle Monet and some other folks. So it was just
Oh, I
great to see,
saw that.
all these people in different rooms and
Mm-hmm.
spaces. And music always has a big
Yeah.
just effect on Art Basel, and like the presence is
You
huge.
can't uncouple the music.
Yeah, it's
Like you can't
awesome.
take that
I
out.
love
It
it.
has to have music.
You guys, if you ever get a chance to go, you should go. Meet us
Yeah.
there next year.
Meet
And
us
who knows?
there.
Maybe we'll have a girl please pop up. Maybe we'll have a stylish on purpose pop up or my little black book pop up.
A little collab situation where you see all three of those brands in a house.
Okay, in a house.
Hmm.
Come on, because
Pick up your copy of the Clothing Store
who
too.
wouldn't want to come and see that programming?
Everybody want to see that.
Baby, I know
I
I
mean,
do.
everybody want to see that.
Listen, so yes, that was Basel, honey. That was our little, recap for y'all.
Okay, a
Make
little
sure y'all
recap. It
stay
was
tuned.
cute.
Y'all stay
You
tuned.
sounded like you went, friend. You smoked that.
Honey, I wish I was there. The way I was on it, I was clicking through
Oh,
everybody
what
page.
look was that? Was that your trying to find your flight? Look, like what
Look,
look?
that was me clicking through everybody page. Like,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
yeah,
Okay. That was her saving and
that
clipping.
was
Okay, okay.
that was me. Yeah,
Saving and
for
clipping.
y'all, because I have to
We got to keep you abreast of what's happening in the culture at large.
Yes,
Okay. So
absolutely.
shout out to Deja for that recap. It was amazing. I felt like I was there for
Thank
it.
you. Thank
I
you.
got FOMO. I got a little FOMO from
Just a
that.
little. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Hello, peace. Okay, well, I'm still stuck on what we was talking about last week. I've been thinking about it all week, and now I feel like I'm going to close my year out thinking about it. Honestly, like
Yeah.
truly, what is glamour these days? Like,
What's
what is
glamour?
it supposed to look like now?
Yeah.
You know
In,
what I mean,
in
friend?
going
Like,
into 2025, what does glamour look like?
well, yeah, going into 2025, what does glamour look like, and what do you want it to look like? All I know is I'm yearning for it. I don't have all the answers.
Same.
You
I'm
know what I mean?
literally bouncing around in this beautiful high
You
collective.
look stunning too.
Like, thank you. And you as well. Like, in your fur. Like, I need a little bit of glamour and beauty in my life every day.
Yes.
Come
But
on.
so I mean, I've been thinking about how we've kind of been getting on the girls about referencing the archives and not being able to leave the past alone. But that's not glamour needs that. You know what I mean? Like there is a consistent thread of glamour that I feel like moves through history, right? Like beauty is ever evolving, but yet it somehow stays the same.
Right.
It's reinterpreted in, wherever room you're in or whatever, but it's still beauty. You know what
Right.
I mean? And I just wonder what that looks like now, because I feel like every time we talk about beauty currently, it's always like the anti beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is just a classic 2024 beauty?
Mm.
What are we going to look back in 5 years and say that was for this time? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
There are so many beautiful people and so many beautiful things. I just wonder if we are trying so hard to find the new thing that we're not taking the time to really experience and appreciate just a simplistic beauty right
Right.
now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I absolutely
Like,
agree.
why we gotta deconstruct everything all the time, every day? I'm for that. I'm with that. I'm
Right.
on that with you. I'm just saying, like, also, too, like, the balance of that. What is just a simple beauty, but glamorous?
Right. Food for thought, friends. Let us know. What do
We're
y'all
going to
think?
ponder that as well.
For sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, especially as we move into our recap, which you guys will
Mhm.
get soon and very soon. But
Oh, yes.
yeah, it's yeah,
Yeah. It's really time to start thinking about that.
it's really time to start thinking about
You
that.
know what I mean?
And
Like I
really
just think about
finding
my
yourself.
mom and how she looked when I was growing up, right? Like I
Mm,
just really wanted to be that grown woman. My
same.
mother used to
All
listen
the
to
time.
Jody Watley and Mariah and whoever she was listening to, cleaning up the house she had on. My mom just was dressed. She
Yeah.
loves a
Same.
coordinate. Okay. She loves a coordinate. You got to have all the pieces together. I just remember her sitting at her beautiful vanity, like putting her makeup on. And I'm an 80s baby. Okay. It's not like I was born in 1962.
Right.
Okay. Like I was born, you know what I mean? So that was, I don't even know what time it is anymore. So we're not even going to get into that. But I just can't even remember like what my mom's jewelry box smelled like.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
just her bangles and just
But I
her
think it's all of
lacy
that.
tops and
It's
ugh.
the and that goes back to when we talk about, even when I say cultivating experiences,
Yeah.
like what is the experience? What is
Mm-hmm.
the connective tissue? What
Yeah.
are we getting out of it? And beauty is all of that. It's the way
Yeah.
that you put, your bangles on, and
Mm-hmm.
it's how you get dressed, and
Mm-hmm.
your robe that you're speaking of, and like
Yeah.
all the things. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I definitely yearn for all of that. I was the
Mm-hmm.
same way with my mom.
Yeah.
And I tell her that all the time. I thought she was like a supermodel. Like,
Me
I thought
too.
she was the most beautiful woman. I just
Yes.
not. I don't know. When I was a little girl, I was just like,
That's
oh,
a woman.
like, yeah, like you
That's
cannot
a woman.
do that. Like I used to put on her heels and
Mm-hmm.
have, like her coats, and I
Yeah.
just oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
that was glamorous to me, not even
Yes.
knowing what glamour was.
Not knowing.
Have her red lipstick and all
Yeah.
these things. And I just thought, like, oh my God, this
Yeah.
lady, like, how did I get so lucky?
Yeah.
Like, I
And
used
I'm
to think,
yeah, same. I feel the same way because like I really love classic movies. Like you know me. You
Mhm,
know me. My movies occurred between 1920 and
mhm.
1965. Okay, period.
Yes.
So my mom used to, and I remember she would have like all these beautiful models, magazine tears just on the wall around her vanity for when she would to reference when she would do her hair, and it was
Mhm,
always the Veronica Lake hair. Okay,
mhm.
like because my mom has really nice long hair, but it's just like that was just I'm getting excited even just thinking like, I would just watch her do
No, yeah,
that.
it's the same. I was in total admiration of her.
Yes, like
Like,
that's a woman,
yeah. And
and
I
it's
think about
beautiful.
that too. Like, even my grandma and my aunts,
Yes. Oh my girl, don't even get me started on grandmas.
girl, I could start on my grandma. I could talk about my
Okay.
grandma today. But like, that is just what we grew up watching. And now
Mhm.
I'm like, what do the kids grow up watching?
What TikTok?
Like,
I mean,
what's their
honestly,
nostalgic moment? Like, what are they going to say?
they're stuck in a loop on the 90s, Y2K, early 2000s, in the 90s, right? And honestly, social media, like I'm not even I get on, but I'm just being serious. Like I just
No,
saw
that's the
the
thing.
the next crop of beauty influencers is Gen Alpha. How old are these girls? Like, but they're going, and
And alpha.
we talked about this though. Remember how we were talking about stuff that like there's this huge
Yeah,
surge
talked
of
about
these preteens going and getting
that.
their salicylic acids and their retinols, and
At 12
yeah,
and
but
young.
like
It's crazy.
I was talking to my mom about that. I remember going to Walmart and getting my Clean and Clear. This
Weird.
is how you wash your face. I mean, maybe we shouldn't have been putting astringent on our face, but nonetheless, like you had to evolve, and that was where you got your cues from. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Like your
Yeah.
mother and your grandma, and then
It's
your different grandmas if you were blessed to, have both sides, and that is where you got your beauty language from.
mhm.
And it's just,
It's missing.
it's gone.
Yeah, it's I hope we can bring it back though. I hope
Yeah,
that, like I said, as we look to 2025 and beyond, that we
yeah,
start to layer those pieces back in, because
yeah,
that to me makes the experience so beautiful of
yeah,
life. Is like just
yeah,
watching your elders, or just like people around you. And
yeah,
if you have older siblings, like,
yeah.
I hear that often, like, oh, my big sister was this and that. And I just,
I
whatever.
fortunately was the big sister.
Right. So it's
But
like,
the cousins and
all of those things.
yeah,
I've been
aunties
really
even.
influenced by a lot of folks in my life,
Yeah,
and I'll never forget those experiences and
yeah,
how I felt in the moment, or how it makes me feel even now,
yeah,
or whatever. Like,
yeah.
my mother is a huge fragrance girl. Like,
Same. Oh,
oh
Issa
my god,
teeth. Claxy with the Issa teeth.
like,
Ange
my
Dumont.
middle name literally comes from,
Yeah.
she loved Chanel. I can't remember which Chanel
Oh,
fragrance,
really?
but that was, yes, that inspired my middle name.
So my name is Jewelry. That
So,
was the inspiration, like the
yeah.
crown of jewels, the tiara, and then
Oh,
my
I
middle
love that.
name Colette, which is actually like a Colette is like the band that holds a stone
Mhm.
onto a piece. Like, yeah,
No, I
they
love
got
that.
down with they smoked that name, girl.
But
Okay.
it's so funny. But I love the meaning of, when folks tell me the meaning of their names, because
Yeah.
even with my name, my aunt helped my mom. And
Hmm.
so, during that time, Spike Lee had Higher Learning. Deja
Yes.
was in the movie, played by,
Oh, the same spelling.
not the same. They did Deja, but see, no
Okay.
one knew how to spell it back then. Now you got all these Dejas, right?
Yeah.
And so, oh gosh, why did I just lose my thought? But in Higher
Higher
Learning,
learning.
yes, in Higher Learning, the character, her name is Deja.
Yeah.
But why can I not think of our girl, our
The actress.
supermodel, Tyra Banks? Duh,
Oh,
how could I blank on
ah,
that? Yes, girl,
not we. Okay. Shame on
girl.
us.
But
Because I
yes,
was trying to figure out where we were in the thought. Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
she played Deja in the
Yeah.
movie. Of course, like, beautiful, very smart, like
Yeah.
all the things. And so it kind of came from that. And then
Yeah.
Tony made a song where they're saying like "I love you, Deja" and all the things. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
kind of how it, that's the story. And then she
Yeah.
loved the Chanel perfume, so they paired it together. She
Yeah.
actually wanted my first name to be Chanel, but then they heard Deja, and then they was like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Deja Chanel." And so that's kind of how that came about. And I
Mm-hmm.
just love those stories because
Yes.
sometimes I listen to folks and they're like, "Oh, my mom just, it was whatever."
Yeah.
Like
It was some girl,
our
these
young
kids about to get their names from
I'm saying
TikTok.
they're younger, our younger, like some of my coworkers that are Gen Z or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
like no, but that to me shows like a little bit of we're missing out on and we're losing out
Yes, like
on
the
the
story.
experience and the
Well,
story.
nobody has time to imagine
Mm-hmm.
anymore because you're too stuck on everything else that's going on that there isn't any allowance to just sit and think and
Right.
create.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even the creators, and oh my gosh, we're going to get on a tangent,
Oh
but
my gosh.
you know what we talk about amongst our friends and how we have to turn things out so quickly and don't even really have time to ruminate, and all of those things that we yearn for and all that nostalgia that we constantly reference from yesteryear were things that took a lot of time to create. I
Right.
mean, shoots were sometimes 2 and 3 weeks long.
Right.
You know what I mean? At least a few days. Now you
Right.
got to get it in them little 10 hours.
Okay.
If you get that.
I was gonna say, if you get that. Oof.
So, you know, um, I guess it's just a byproduct of the times that glamour obviously gets cut from the table, but I'm really wanting us to get back to that. And I think we can, right? Like, I feel like people are moving towards a slower life and
Mm-hmm.
more analog, if you will, right? Like, there's a lot of unplugging and getting back to, we saw the vinyl revival and people want physical books now and they're just trying to get off. They're logging off.
Right.
They're
Right.
logging off.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You
I
just
have
made me
hope
think about my favorite Tyra Banks moment in movies, and she was in the
for it.
movie Life Size
Oh, I
with
love life size.
Casey. Your eyes, they're wet. Classic,
Classic. I
classic.
love life size. Oh, that was my movie. Mm.
That was my. But she was glamorous in that movie too.
Very.
Barbie movie ain't got nothing on that movie.
Girl, very. Wow.
Just saying.
I mean, hey. But
And shout
yeah,
out to Lindsay Lohan and your comeback, girl. You smoking that? Okay.
period.
Okay.
That was, yeah. I have a lot of hope for it, like you said. I think
Yeah.
that we'll get back there, especially who knows what life will be like these next
Yeah.
4 years. But I do
We're
think
gonna
that,
have a lot of time to dream because we're gonna need to do it.
yeah, we're going to need to get away from the
Yeah.
reality.
Little
Um,
escapism.
and so, yeah. So
Okay.
I'm eager to see. But side note,
Okay.
friend, we just want to do a quick
You had
little.
to fix your goggles for that?
I had to fix it because listen, we about to get into some things, okay?
Okay.
So we wanted to shout out just a few Black brands,
Oh yeah.
African designers specifically.
Yes.
We saw online, and
Mm-hmm.
so confections. So let's go to Africa really quick, friends.
Set the stage because I
Let's
actually was
go
just
back.
scrolling the socials and this just happened upon me, and I saw
Yeah.
this amazing shirt dress. Then it caused me to want to have a conversation with Deja about it. Go
So
ahead.
then you went down a spiral.
I did because
Love
I love a good shirt dress.
Yes, yes. So, friends, so an art collective based in Africa, I want to
Mhm.
say South Africa,
Somewhere
um,
on the continent.
somewhere on the continent. We'll come back, we'll let you guys know. But held a conversation with African designers that are
Yes.
leading in the space.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a great moment.
Mm-hmm.
One, because I've been following a lot of just obviously both of us Black
Yeah.
designers, but specifically African
African.
designers,
Mm-hmm.
because without Africa, there's nothing, honestly.
Without Africa, there is no thing.
There, not,
Nathaniel.
and so,
Okay.
excuse me. So, I was familiar with a lot of the designers that were a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to give them a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
you know, forgive us if we mispronounce anything,
Mm-hmm.
but some of the designers, well, the three designers that were there was I
Yeah.
Am Isigo,
Mm-hmm.
Rich Manisi, and
Mm-hmm.
Lucanio Indingi.
Mm-hmm.
And so they held a conversation again around Africa and different parts of the
Yep.
continent. And specifically, these designers, I believe, are all from Nigeria. So they brought that
Yeah.
perspective.
It was a
Um,
little Afrofuturistic as
yes,
well.
exactly. And so
Mm-hmm.
they were just talking about where they are currently and
Yeah.
what they see in the future and how art and fashion
Yeah.
can merge and all the things. So a very beautiful conversation that was
Yeah.
had. And we'll continue to just, drop these things in
Yeah.
as we continue because you all should be aware of these designers and the
Yeah.
things they're doing as well. So
We want to expose you to what doesn't get a lot of mainstream fanfare, honestly,
exactly.
and in particular, our motherland, because there
Absolutely.
are a lot of great things going on out there, and we want to bridge the community, connect the diaspora, if you will, because there's a lot of beautiful wares, and I mean the girls who like to turn a look, okay, this is where you need to go. You can shop a lot of these brands. They're stocked in a lot of popular
Mhm.
retailers, but
Mhm.
in particular, the folklore that we talk about
Mhm.
often here, which we love. Going to give them a little check.
Yes, yes. And give them a check. How about that? Cut
Cut
them
the
that.
African brands a check.
Yes, and all the black designers and black brands, cut them a check, okay? Because there's
100%.
something for everything.
Yeah.
And I really want y'all to do y'all due diligence
Yes.
to find it.
And remember, when we say these things, this is not charity.
No,
This
at
is
all.
patroning brands. Okay.
Absolutely.
Expand your closet.
Expand your closet.
Holler at me if you want to talk about that a little bit more.
She's your girl.
I know the brands.
So we saw a few appointments happen.
Mm-hmm.
Look us into them, friend, because
Yeah.
we
Okay.
need styling perspective.
All right. So, we talked about our guy Dries. He retired, Dries Van Noten. Okay. Well, there has been an appointment of a creative director over there, and he's actually an in house pick, which we love to see. This is somebody who has been under the brand, worked under the tutelage, understands the codes. His name is Julian Klausner. We are not super familiar, but we're tuned in now.
Tuned in.
Okay, okay. So he's a Belgian graduate from La Cambre. Okay, with studio experience at Tom Brown, Kenzo, Margiela. Go check out the resume. Okay, but he has been with Van Noten in Antwerp since about 2018. All right, so let's give a little clap.
Little clap for him, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm
Mhm.
very much so interested to see.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's been a few appointments, y'all.
And
So
shout
we're
out
gonna
to the
be
creator Not So Luxury on Instagram. He made some really good points on the appointment as well, that are positive. And this is a creator that keeps up with all of this movement. Okay, all of the things. So I learned a lot from him as well. So shout
Mhm.
out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, girl, I don't know if you saw, but Latto performed
Mm.
her famous song right now, Georgia Peach, at the Grammy Museum.
I haven't heard this
Yeah,
song.
so she did it kind of how like Tiny Desk style,
But what's
um
the
with,
song?
with the band. Oh, it's called Georgia Peach.
I'm a Georgia Peach. I don't know this
Yeah,
song.
exactly. You don't
This
know this
song,
song?
girl.
Well, you gotta go listen.
Okay.
But she did it, in this new reinvented way with the band, and she's almost
Okay.
singing in a sense, like
Oh,
more so
interesting.
than rapping. But it was a nice moment to see her in a different light.
Okay.
She was, you know, in a different, she's dressed up, I should say. She's not in her
Okay.
typical wears. And it was just
Okay.
nice. Me personally, I love to see artists with a band.
Yeah.
And,
I
and
mean, I'm a band girl. I love a
have that.
band.
Yes, I love a live band
Yeah.
moment. Like I love to see the music recreated in that way.
Yeah.
If you all follow me, I'm a huge Rod Wave fan as well. And
Oh,
yes, honey. And
okay.
whenever he's in front of a band, I am watching. So I definitely tuned into this with Lotto. I'm a
Okay.
Georgia Peach. Tiara's a Georgia Peach. And I
Period.
just wanted to, shout it out. So hey sis.
Ain't nothing like a Georgia girl.
And that's the sample.
Ain't
Remember the
nothing like
song
a Georgia
exactly.
girl. No,
That's
she didn't do that song.
Yes, she did.
Okay, I feel like I can't. I feel like I can't hear it.
You have to
Cause
go.
you
No,
know how I feel about that song.
come on, you have to
I
listen. 'Cause
just can't. I
when I
don't
first
know.
started,
You know, like cause you
this is taking me
when they
back.
get listen when they because I just heard a child recreate a Jeezy song, and I
Okay,
have concern.
I didn't say we
So for
touch
me,
like
it
that now.
gets a little iffy when y'all be sampling because y'all don't really look. I
No,
don't
but
know.
it's just kind of like that part, and it's slowed down,
Okay.
more melodic. You know,
Okay. Well,
it's not.
cut the girl. Okay. Well, I know the girls from Crime Mom got their check cut.
Oh yes,
Okay. All
and
right. Well, we salute that.
we salute
We'll go
that.
ahead and give the girls a little stream on that. Okay.
Please,
I'll check it out for
and
that.
mind you, listen, I got friends from North Carolina. Like, dang, I listen to this song like I'm a Georgia peach. So it's doing numbers. The girls
Okay.
like it. It's a moment for us Georgia girls,
Okay.
and shout out to Latto for that.
Okay. Well, okay.
Absolutely. But friend, let's go into that girl yes of the week,
Girl,
okay? Because
yes.
we are excited about this.
I just have to say, I love Miss Nia Long.
Same. Who
I
doesn't?
love her.
Come
I
on.
love her so much. Okay, and I loved her in this moment.
Okay, tell
I
us.
love a girl who can just wear a suit. And
Hmm.
Miss Nia Long was out with Brunello Cucinelli, okay, and they suited and booted
Time
Miss
to around.
Mamas, and she did what needed to be done.
I love it.
Okay. If the time calls for a suit, if need to be, okay, shout out my girl Ronnie. This is how you want to look in your suit.
And first of all, Brunello, yes. I
Yeah.
want to find
First
someone
of all, just yes for the
with
Brunello Cucinelli. Okay.
like who
That's
doesn't want
number one.
that? Yeah. When I worked at Bergdorf, when I was
Mm.
very
I love your Bergdorf stories.
yes, girl, because that's the devil wears Prada.
Period.
Okay. But anywho, Brunello was on my floor.
Yes.
So I could obviously go and touch and work with some of the personal stylists
Yes.
sometimes. And I just loved it. And it's such a distinct customer because everyone's
Yes.
not the Brunello girl, and
Or man,
or
right?
yes,
This
but
is a
had,
very
we have women's.
yeah.
But it's not for everyone, but it also to me is for the folks that can kind of think outside of maybe of what they see because
Yeah.
you might think it's like, oh, it's serious or it's whatever. That's where personal style comes in, right?
Yeah, it's serious in the design and craftsmanship. But
Yeah,
this is for the person who can take design that is super appreciated
yes,
and meld
exactly.
it into a multitude of
You
contexts.
put it
Yes,
into
like this
perspective.
is
That's
just the
exactly what I was
smart
going to say.
dresser.
That
Yeah.
it absolutely, and
Tailoring is important to you.
I would
Fit,
love the women
silhouette, yeah. Slim,
that
yeah.
would come and they were coming for their suits or their dresses or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oof, just
Yeah.
just code, like you're
This
just
is the one that doesn't come to play.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
absolutely. And it was
Okay.
serious. It was the business women or entrepreneurs or
Yeah.
maybe they were stay-at-home moms, but they
Yeah.
understood the assignment and they needed it for their event.
Yeah.
Yes,
If need to be.
yes, and that was that.
Yeah.
So give me
So
along, absolutely.
Miss Mama's girl yes of the week.
Chef's kiss. Yes. So, honey, you know what time it is, okay? Because really, this is what we come here for every week. Oh,
Okay.
shit, the crack them.
And shout out to y'all because see y'all have been loving the girl yes of the week. I listen, I see the analytics. I know what y'all love. We know what you want to see.
Yes, the girl, please, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. The girl, please. You
Yeah.
said girl yesterday, but the girl, please.
No,
We moving on to girl.
they like that too.
Oh yeah. But I come here for the girl, please. I love the girl. Yes, of
We
course.
love the girl yes, but yes, the girls yes. They
Yes,
come here for the girl please.
the girl,
And
please.
sometimes there might be a girl yes in the girl please.
Okay, because we just be having to get into it.
We just really want to
So,
give you holistically what's happening. And
like I said earlier, we wouldn't be y'all girls if we didn't.
yeah,
So
so
let's
buckle up,
just get into it because,
get your
honey,
glass of wine, get your
and,
popcorn.
and get your pull your glasses back because you
What do you
gonna
guys about? Yeah, and just zhuzh your coat too.
okay,
Just zhuzh your coat.
honey. So let me just tell y'all on the social media, the kids have discovered Ghetto Gastro after so many
I did not expect you to say.
They
Not
just
the
love
kids.
it. Honey, the kids, they're in an uproar because they didn't know about the good ghetto gastro. Let me just tell you. So the folks are in an uproar about the name Ghetto Gastro, but let me
Okay.
just take it back.
Okay.
Someone said in the comments, I cannot take you all seriously about the name because you don't even understand what gastronomy is.
Well, that's number one. That's number one, because obviously, if these smart folks down at the Ghetto Gastro have taken inspiration from gastronomics, they can put whatever they want in the title of their name.
Come on. Come on. And I just feel like so the uproar is obviously around ghetto, right? And which is so like I
Yeah.
am so annoyed
Yeah.
because this is also goes back to not doing the education.
Or the
Ghetto
knowledge.
Gastro has done so much for the community, for
Yeah.
the people. And let's just go back. They're a 3-man collective of
Yes.
chefs based in the Bronx. They have a
Yes.
beautiful kitchen that they
Yes.
cook out of, that they've been, working out of for years in
They
the Bronx.
just taught us so much about
So
food
much about food
that y'all could
and
never.
and in the community where there's a bit
Yeah.
of a food shortage, right?
Yeah.
And so they stayed there purposely
Yeah.
to build this brand that now has exploded. They have
Healthily as well.
exactly, they have collaborations that are in Target. They
Yes.
every season of Fashion Week, they do these nice
Yes.
pop-ups and activations.
They
And
have a coffee table book that's
they have coffee
amazing.
and honey, I have the cookbook and all the things.
Yeah.
Like I am obsessed with the Ghetto Gastro brand,
Oh,
and
same.
and I love what they have done for again
They
the
have
community.
this apple cider vinegar syrup
Oh,
that a waffle hate to see me coming with.
okay, and honey,
Like,
air fryer.
yeah.
Listen,
I also have the waffle maker. Like,
yes,
this is a Ghetto Gastro stand account.
and we
No
will
slander
not,
will be tolerated.
and we don't want to hear it because
It's
again,
literally a girl please on all of you children.
come with the facts and the figures if you're going to come with something.
You really need to just sit there and
And
eat your food that Ghetto Gastro is teaching you about.
I think sometimes we can use words
Yeah.
in a way that is not negative, and also
It's
we're
called a
trying to
reclamation.
exactly, and we're trying to spin it, and reclaim it in a sense,
But
but
people
it's
who come
also
from
not a
urban
negative
areas,
thing.
it's understood that we either call it the hood or the ghetto. It's what
And
it's
also,
called.
but it's just like it goes back to, in my opinion, of what the brand is trying to do of staying within the Bronx and
Staying
quote unquote
true.
ghetto. So here we're trying to
Yeah.
give you what does that look like, right? What does that even mean? What does
Yeah.
what
It's,
do
I
the
don't,
people eat?
listen, y'all,
I
it's the
can't.
same thing they did to, speaking of Latto, right? It's the same thing they did to her with her name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's allowed. Not everything is pristine, crystal,
Right.
rainbows and
Some are ruffled,
lollipops.
some feathers, and so be
And
it.
some people are just simply not wanting to forget where they came from or understand a struggle that they've overcome that has made them the person that they are today. And it's art. They're showing you that.
Sorry. And to piggyback off of the art piece, it's like again, you guys are caught up in the name and maybe
Yeah.
the name of their products that tie into their name.
Yeah.
But you have not done the education of the work, the money, the things that they have done
Yeah.
for the community and beyond and abroad,
Yeah.
and the exposure they're giving to other Black
Yeah.
folks in culinary and those experiences.
Yeah.
We sometimes have to sit back
Yeah.
and get out of our own way
Yeah.
and really, champion the people who are championing us,
Yeah.
even if we don't necessarily agree with a name.
Yeah.
It's so much bigger than the
Yeah.
name.
And
It's
sometimes, listen, if a name is off putting to you, because sometimes there are names that are off putting to
right.
people. Like there's that canned water, it's called Death Wish or something. I'm never drinking water called
Liquid
Death
death, liquid
Wish.
death, liquid death.
Who cares? I'm
Okay.
not drinking it. Okay. So,
Right.
but they're allowed to do that. I don't need to go and attack the brand for
Exactly.
whatever inspired them to do that and what symbolism they're playing off of. That's their business. Somebody, it's a customer out there for that. As long as they're not hurting anybody, doing anything harmful to children or the elderly or just anybody at large. Like, Let
Right.
them live. I didn't do, and I didn't take enough time to go into look into why they call it that. I'm just not interested. If you're just not interested, turn the
Don't
page, scroll
exactly
up.
don't partake. That's it. And so
That's
it's a girl
it.
please on y'all
It's a
that have literally blown this out of
huge
proportion.
girl please on you.
Girl,
You can never come back from the please of that girl.
no.
Never.
And like the guy said in the comments, learn what gastronomy is first, then come back and
That's
see
number
it.
one. That's number one.
Let's start there. That's really the first part of the situation.
We've not even
Come
gotten
back,
to the second part because that
please.
is where you haven't passed the test
But
yet.
it's a girl please. And you know
100%.
what else is a girl please,
What's
honey?
that, friend? Because yes, we must move on.
We have to because I
Please.
could go on about that all day.
Yeah.
But Balenciaga dropped a new barefoot shoe. That's a girl please.
Oh, it's
Like, what are we back to the glamour? What is
please.
that?
Just please.
What is it?
Excuse me. How many times are y'all like? How many times are we gonna sit here and let y'all play in our face like that? Like, no, y'all don't want that.
At
Y'all don't
all.
want that. If I see
Who
somebody with them
wants that?
ugly band-aid looking leg casts in nude
I just
color,
got them yet.
I don't care.
I just want to know how much they are. Because
I
what is
don't.
ugh,
If
god damn.
they're more than 10 cents, baby, please.
Honey, it should be free. That don't
It
make
should be nothing.
it
Because they
shouldn't have
shouldn't
even
do
been
it.
designed. Who approved it?
And listen, like,
Girl, please.
whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's a
the
girl,
I'm not the
please.
demo for that.
Honestly, I can't even go deep into that because
I'm not the
girl,
demo. I'm not the demo.
not the demo, not the girl, not the whatever.
No.
I just it's not for me. But
No.
also here's another big girl, please, for
Okay.
y'all that got it confused
Okay.
and refused to understand when we say that black people created country
Oh,
music.
okay. Okay.
That's a girl, please.
Okay. Okay.
We could
So
we created
whoever
all of these
and
genres.
whatever they want to say their music is, and they look like this, they can do that.
So we dug up because you know we the research girls, honey.
Yeah, we gonna find
There's
it.
a flyer of Louis Vassner, a New
Uh-huh.
Orleans country singer,
Yes.
of a performance of him in 1891. I want
That's
y'all
a
to
one
look
eight
at that.
nine one. 1-8.
1891. You want to
None of you was
in the year
here.
2024 that black
None of you
folks
was here.
ain't create country music.
This is the first known promotion
And I'm sure it was
printed. Okay, so it's a girl please on you if you ever thought CMAs and whoever else.
a girl,
Please.
please.
It's just please.
I mean,
We
that's a
don't even really need to because see, by this point you know what's up and you're
right.
choosing to act like you don't. And we don't have time.
And you
But
know,
it's still girl please on
girl,
you.
please, when people say black country
Yeah.
music, no, it's country. It's
Yeah.
country. It don't need no
It's
color.
country music,
It's
okay?
country
And
music,
your music is actually inspired by country.
which is
Okay, so what you really need to do is get it correct. Get it correct.
I'm over that.
All right, so moving on.
And anywho, another
Stay in
girl.
the music area though. Stay in the music area. Let's just get this is knock them all out.
Listen, Forbes dropped a list of 50 great.
Ooh wee.
A big girl, please.
100%.
Friend, hold on.
Uh,
Cause
no. Because if you have
and y'all, I
Young
have to
Thug
hold on.
above Talib Kweli, I don't want to see your list. I don't want to see your list.
But also, who created? Let me look at the name.
And see, but this be the thing. It's always, at this point they done got a little savvy, so they put a person of color on the job. But it's
Yeah.
always the person of color that don't listen to no. They're not in the minutia of it all. You know what I mean? Like they're not digging in no crates. They're not listening to this. If it wasn't on the top 40, they don't know about it.
I must have missed it because when did MIA become
So
relevant?
allegedly she has always been a rapper, and there are people who feel like it's good rap from her. Okay.
That's great. I just want to know.
Yeah.
What have we heard?
Hold on, Brooklyn. These people be stealing shopping carts and they want to run up and down my street.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. But anyways,
I can't take this list
I
serious.
need you to stop scrolling through that
What
list
are
because
we,
it's making me itch again. I don't.
what are we talking about?
It's a girl. Just I want y'all to stop with these lists. If the list don't need to make it out y'all group chats,
I
keep
had to
them in your group chats.
keep
Just
on me
keep
in the
them in
group
your group
chat.
chat
What are we talking?
because
How
y'all don't let the authorities in the space be the authorities on the list.
I think it's just so unfortunate where a list where 50 Cent is higher on the list than Lauryn Hill. That's unfortunate.
The only reason that could be that's not as offensive, even though it's offensive. It's not as offensive as Young Thug
Oh,
being
come on.
above Talib
Come on.
Kweli.
Yeah. No, I mean, duh.
Because I'm gonna allow you to have an argument on that because then I'm gonna be like, okay, well, what's your metric on that? Because we know 50 Cent has, if you talk about, even though I don't like to get
Talking
into the sales conversation when it comes to rap, because we're talking about the skill, right? Like we're talking about the skill.
And that's why I'm like, I'm confused.
But
Because
it
if we're
depends
talking
on
about this
who is
skill,
having the conversation and what their metric is. And you all, number one, never established that. You
right.
just like to throw all of this nonsense into the ether and let them fight about it. And I'm
Mm.
not letting you do it to me. First of all, I'm never going to Forbes for the hip hop top list unless you talking about who bank bigger than who. Who bank
Yeah,
took who
let's
bank.
get into that. Yeah.
Whose bank took who bank. That's it.
Yeah,
That's the
because
only thing you need to be talking about with hip hop.
that's a girl. Girl, I
Yeah,
got from that because that's
yeah,
truly a girl, please. Because I'm like,
yeah.
what
If
is
it's not big bank take little bank, walk in your trap, take over your trap. Don't talk about it.
and if it's not by someone who is actually in the space and has been working,
I
and
don't want any of
I
that from
just don't want
Forbes.
to hear it.
I don't want any of that from Forbes.
I don't need it.
I don't want it from Vogue.
It's a girl, please.
I don't want it from nobody like that.
It's a girl, please.
100%.
So another thing, so because y'all
Uh,
already know,
okay.
I'm your resident HBCU correspondent.
Okay, period.
So
Reporting live.
reporting live,
Okay.
here for service, honey. Active
Period.
duty.
Do your duty, friend.
Because, honey, Jay-Z has partnered with Wharton to bring
First of all, it's already
financial.
just a girl, please on that.
Well, I know, but let me get it.
Okay, there's
He
more.
partnered with Wharton to bring financial literacy to HBCUs.
HBCUs already have financial literacy programs.
And
It's
some of the
college. It's college.
programs. Let me just tell y'all something.
It's higher
The
education
amount
already.
of 5-year MBA majors and degrees
The
at
amount of top
institutions that we
performing
have
business schools,
are ridiculous. Top performing business schools, top performing law schools, medical schools,
pharmacy programs,
pharmacy
research
programs,
institutions,
architecture. Let's not forget that as well.
we can never forget.
All of the things, like, you mean to tell me that you thought that you had to bring in a white school? And
No, white people told him he
I'm
had to
just
think
going
about
to
that.
say it how it is because this is a conversation where I just got to be real about it. You thought that white was right in this,
But he always thinks that white is right. And he's always missing the mark when it comes to wanting to insert yourself in financial literacy conversations. It's the same issue I had with him when he wanted to charge people for the crypto academy in the projects. Are you wanting to teach these people about financial literacy and bring it to accessibility or not?
yeah, because why? That's a girl, please, as well.
It's always a girl please on you.
But
You have bigger fish to fry right now, sir.
oh,
Go do that.
yikes,
Okay. Go do that.
yikes.
Yeah.
But I just have to say,
Take a breath, friend. Just take a breath. Just it's okay.
the disrespect be disrespecting because
Hard.
as someone who is a HBCU grad,
Yes.
I just don't even understand why we would need someone one who isn't an HBCU grad.
Did he
Who
even go to
doesn't
college?
and beside I don't think so, but it's like you are someone who wasn't even on the campus to even know if
Yeah.
that's something that's needed.
Which is
There's so
okay, by
many,
the way, too.
and
Like,
that's okay, but like listen to
if
the
you
post.
didn't
who
It's
are
fine.
students, who are alum, and ask them, and even the people that are in administration at the schools, what do you need?
Yeah.
Because as someone who does have a surplus of money,
Yeah.
bring something to the school that is needed.
Yeah.
Financial literacy
Yeah.
in this form, especially if it's from Wharton or whatever, it's
Yeah.
not needed. Now, if you want to come and teach financial literacy, because yes, I
Yeah.
do believe that we need more of that, right? And we need
Yeah.
to be able to truly, truly understand it and
Yeah.
equip our next leaders with
Yeah.
financial literacy for sure
Yeah.
in the way that they can compete with our white counterparts,
Just
but
beyond that, though,
and
with
beyond that,
all
but,
racial groups.
but you could have done it in a different way. We did not have to bring in Wharton.
Yeah.
That's number one.
That's number
Number
one.
two, again, ask the schools, what do you
Yeah.
need? What do you think is helpful to your
Yeah.
demographic of student or just students in
Yeah.
general? I just
Yeah.
think it's such a slap in the face to think, oh, it's HBCU. They must need financial
Yeah.
literacy courses.
Yeah.
Don't.
What they need you to do is just donate some funds.
Funding.
Just
Funding.
donate
You
funds.
need funding. I went to the Celebration Bowl just this
Okay.
past weekend
Who
against
played in that?
Jackson State and South Carolina State.
Okay, come on,
And it was so
bands.
beautiful because cricket was one of the partners. Disney
The
is also a
telephone.
partner. Yep. And they
Okay.
donated large amounts of money
Yeah.
because we need funding. But also the
Yeah.
Divine Nine, shout out to us,
Oh,
donated
see
over
we.
$275,000,
Period.
and or maybe was it no, somebody did 20 million. Let
Oh.
me come back with the facts and figures. But
Okay.
anyway, we need money and resources
Yeah.
and jobs for
Yeah.
folks.
And it
When
goes beyond the educational system too. Like, people just need funding. We have talked about this before in previous episodes. People are over mentored, okay, with these nebulous systems of trying to apply for something and getting the runaround. Please,
please,
funding. Just
funding.
please provide accessible reserves of funding for people to get to the next step in their lives. That's really all we need from you.
And the resource, again, like I said, like curate some type of
Yeah.
school to work
Yeah.
pipeline of some
Because
sort.
you said it yourself that people should take the, what was it, the $500,000 over to dinner with you. Baby, you ain't got nothing to say. Cut the check.
Clearly.
Okay, so you
Girl,
already know how I feel about this man.
That's a girl, please. So we're gonna move on.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
on the same sentiment
Yeah.
of cutting the black girls a check.
Okay. Yeah.
Ivana Sunshine, who's a beauty creator,
Put the girls on for the girls that
black
don't know.
beauty creator for y'all who don't know, okay?
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok and
Oh,
beyond.
okay. Shout out to Queen.
Yes, honey, she works with a lot of different brands.
Okay.
Being one
Okay.
of the brands, right? And so it has come to our attention
Ooh.
that Patrick Ta is not paying his black creators.
Is he paying his other creators?
He's paying the other creators. And
okay, listen, girl, please on that.
it's a girl, please.
Well,
okay.
how does it even Patrick Ta?
It's one of two things that's happening. He's either not paying them at all or he's paying them less, which yes, I have seen it for myself.
I believe it.
The black creators, and not specifically with his brand, but just other brands that I've worked on.
Yeah.
They allot a different amount of money for the creators
we've
of
seen
color
it.
opposed to the white creators. We know that. So that's a girl as well. But so Ivana took to her TikTok to talk about it. And I just, first of all, I love the drama.
Brooklyn is concerned too. They don't like it either. Girl, please outside.
Exactly. So she was ripping up all of her different products, pouring out the foundation, all the things, because she said, to hell with that.
Yeah, burn it up, sis. Tear it down.
No more work for you for free, and you're not about to play in front of me and my homegirls' faces.
And let's just be clear. Anytime we ever hear anything like this, it's over with for buying any of your products moving forward.
It's done.
Because why would we ever? Why? And a lot of y'all out there, we need y'all to get on the same page too. Cause see, y'all be acting like, you wanna have the. But how come we need to complain about it,
right,
girl? Cause we complaining about it.
And let's take it back to what Solange said. Okay,
what did she?
I got a lot to be mad about.
100%. And we're
Okay,
mad
what are
about
we mad
this.
about?
We
And we need to
upset.
express those grievances.
We're
And there's
upset.
nothing wrong with that.
We're
Okay.
upset.
And so Patrick Ta since then has, responded.
Oh, he had something to say.
Of course, they always
He
say
should have been
that's
up
not what it was.
in his VP of Finance
My
office signing checks.
intention, all the things. And, to be honest, I rolled my eyes so hard that I couldn't even pay attention to the video.
Okay.
But I got the gist of it of,
Okay.
they all try to say that's not happening. And we will
Okay,
continue.
what the girls say is happening. So everybody lying? Patrick, we don't see it for you. I ain't never had none of your makeup because I don't
Is
you work with them
being
people?
a girl, please.
Yeah. It's a
And
girl please on
shout
you.
out to Ivana and the other creators that have
Yeah.
taken a stand against
Protect
these
Ivana at all
forms.
costs.
Yes.
Okay.
Who are calling them out because it needs to be called out. We cannot continue
Yeah.
the cycle of, because it's X, Y, and Z. We're just on
Yeah.
hush mouth. No, call them
Who
out.
was our other girl that called out? What was that controversy a few months back with was it Euphoria? Our
Oh,
really melanated queen?
yes. I
Yeah.
can't think of her name,
Didn't
but
she just
you
get off of
call them
socials?
out. Maybe.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know. I really didn't keep up with that, so don't come for me. I just know that when Black women speak, I at least
not to
go
listen.
and hear what's being
To
said.
listen. Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's a girl, please, but continue to cut all the Black girls a check.
Yeah, and cut off these brands that are not.
Exactly.
And it's really that simple. We divorced the brands. There's a plethora of brands. We
Plenty.
created brands.
Exactly. And beyond.
And there's also other brands that are in support. We're just looking for community. I have qualms with allyship because to me it gives charity and that somebody in the situation is less than. No, we're just asking for a community of like-minded individuals who believe in equality and equity, whatever you look like, because that's what we believe in.
And that's what we believe in.
Yeah. So
and yeah. So that's really just it, friends. Cut the
it's a
Black
girl
girls
please
a
on
check.
that. Yeah, cut the
Cut the
check.
Black girls a check.
And
It's
and,
a
and
girl
cut the
please.
show on Patrick Ta.
And cut the show on anybody that's
Yeah.
that's doing the opposite of
Yeah.
what needs to be done.
Yeah.
We are over that. We're moving into 2025,
Yeah.
standing on business, period.
And we're saying what we said. A lot of people are trying to
I
move
said,
back.
mates.
Yeah. Getting concerned with voicing their opinions on social media for fear of backlash of work. And there's a lot of that I do sympathize with, right? Because that's a very real reality. But also, too, baby, it don't be that serious.
No.
If it got to be to where you got to be quiet to be heard and seen, that's not the place for you.
At all.
Okay.
And so that's that. And
100%.
that's also episode 22, y'all, of Girl Please.
And that's true. And shout out to you for getting to this point of the show, baby. We love you so much. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and really comment. We're starting to see a lot of comments. We like it. We like that. Because we're going to talk back.
We're going to talk back.
We're going to talk back.
Whether you agree or you don't agree.
We're talking back. You spoke to us. We're adults. We can have conversations.
With the shits, we come back with them.
Okay, because see now, we talk back.
I said what I said.
Listen.
Love y'all. Girl, please. Okay. But stay tuned, y'all. We got some good things coming up. Our recap next week, honey. We'll get into.
Yes. And tell them that a little bit better. We're going to be giving you a review because then we're going to go on a holiday break.
Yes, honey, because the girls need to
break.
Need a nap.
We need a break.
Okay, and we want to enjoy our families and Christmas, and we want y'all to enjoy Christmas and New Year's and in all of the holidays,
But also tell us what you would like to recap with us. What were your favorite girl please moments of the year?
Absolutely. Let's get into it.
We've only been here a little while, not a long time, but we plan to stay. And so the people that have been rocking with us, we want to talk to you, babes.
Exactly. So hit us up, friends. Y'all know what to do. Okay.
Get in the DMs, send a little email. Also, don't forget, in the D box, click the link to subscribe to my newsletter to come soon. But more importantly, get your budget calculator. It's a cute little quiz, okay? It's fun.
That part. So, yes, this was episode 22, friends. We'll see y'all on Instagram and we'll see y'all next week. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.